Here's your wrestling news for January 30th, 2021. And your headlines for today include: Edge could be in line for much bigger WrestleMania match. Brock Lesnar's current WWE status for Royal Rumble. Major update on Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey's Royal Rumble status. Former WWE Champion is expected to return for Royal Rumble this Sunday. WWE only has one WrestleMania 37 match finalized. Braun Strowman returns to WWE SmackDown before Royal Rumble, reacts to his return. Roman Reigns responds to The Undertaker's take about today's WWE stars being soft. WWE signs William Regal's son Bailey Matthews to contract. WWE changed their mind about big Royal Rumble announcement, special match announced, and more. We are kicking off today with news from Edge, who will return this Sunday in the men's Royal Rumble match. In his promo from Raw, the Hall of Famer made it clear that he looks to become world champion again, and according to the latest reports, that may be the plan after all. Not long after his injury, it was reported that a rematch between Edge and Randy Orton would happen at WrestleMania, but new reports are suggesting that Orton vs. The Fiend will continue to WrestleMania, where the duo will have a Firefly Funhouse match, which was originally scheduled for this Sunday. In the Wrestling Observer newsletter, it was noted that with Orton and Wyatt already booked for April, that leaves the door open for Edge to challenge Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. If Goldberg does win the WWE title this Sunday, then an Edge vs. Goldberg WrestleMania main event could be sold on the Spear vs. the Spear, which could also be used for a potential Edge vs. Roman Reigns feud for the Universal Championship should the Rated R Superstar jump brands. Whichever way things go, it looks like Edge is a heavy favorite to have a world title match at WrestleMania 37, and his journey to becoming a 12-time WWE World Champion could start this Sunday. Another name who's a favorite to win this Sunday is Brock Lesnar, despite his contract expiring last year. There's no shortage of speculation on what the Beast's status is, but those fans expecting a Lesnar return should prepare to be disappointed. In the Wrestling Observer newsletter, it was reported that Lesnar isn't even being discussed backstage as a potential winner, adding, "The only thing we know is Lesnar is not under contract nor scheduled for the show at this moment." To be fair, WWE have been able to surprise fans with a Lesnar return before, like at Hell in a Cell 2018 and at Money in the Bank 2019, but those returns happened when he was under contract. The Beast wasn't the only name Meltzer dismissed, as he noted that neither Becky Lynch nor Ronda Rousey are scheduled to appear this Sunday. We'll have to see what WWE and Lesnar can figure out, but with no fans in attendance, fans shouldn't expect the Beast in the Thunderdome. Now, although names like Lesnar, Lynch, and Rousey aren't expected to appear this Sunday, one name fans can expect to return is Seth Rollins. Fans haven't seen the SmackDown Savior since he sacrificed himself at Survivor Series, and during his break, he and Becky Lynch have become parents to their daughter Rue. In The Observer, it was noted that Rollins' return is expected, given that he was supposed to return on the first SmackDown of 2021, but was pulled from the show without explanation. A former Rumble winner, Rollins knows what it takes to win the 30-man match, and we'll have to wait and see if the former WWE Champion makes his overdue return this Sunday. We are looking ahead to WrestleMania 37 now, as this year's biggest show of the year isn't coming together as quickly as it should. According to Dave Meltzer, who wrote in the Observer newsletter, there is only one match that is locked in and fully booked for this April's two-night event, and it involves the reigning Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Meltzer's report didn't specify who will be challenging the Tribal Chief at WrestleMania, but specified that it's not Shinsuke Nakamura. With just over 2 months until WrestleMania, the fact that only one match has been booked is an unprecedented move by WWE, and long-tenuring sources within the company have said that there's never been a situation before where so little has been decided for the show. The fact that Reigns has a match booked implies that he'll retain his Universal title this Sunday against Kevin Owens, and though the company is paying a lot of attention to the Tribal Chief, the rest of the WrestleMania card isn't close to being booked. Back to the ring, and last night's SmackDown was the go-home show for the Royal Rumble and saw a huge return. During the closing moments of SmackDown, Braun Strowman returned and cleared the ring before declaring himself as an entrant in the men's Royal Rumble match. It's odd that Strowman, a Raw superstar, returned on SmackDown, and this is the first time we've seen the monster among men since he was rumored to face WWE Champion Drew McIntyre at TLC before an injury saw him be replaced in plans by AJ Styles. It's suspected that, like Edge, WWE would have kept Strowman's return a surprise if there were fans at the Rumble, but with no live crowd to give a huge reaction to his return, WWE felt they had no reason to keep him a secret. On Twitter, Strowman responded to a WWE tweet about his comeback, saying he's badder than ever, with the hashtag #NoOneSafe. It was in 2018 that Strowman won the 50-man Greatest Royal Rumble, and if he pulls a high enough number, then the former Universal Champion could be heading for another title match at WrestleMania. Now, The Undertaker recently made headlines with his comment that WWE superstars are soft these days, and after plenty of responses by fans and wrestlers alike, the Tribal Chief has weighed in. Speaking to Jimmy Traina on the Sports Illustrated Media podcast, Reigns was quick to dismiss the dead man's comments, saying, "We do the same job. It's not like the bumps got any worse or any better. You're always hearing, a dropkick was a finish back in my time. A dropkick is like the second move you see in a wrestling match nowadays. We're doing a lot more, and sometimes I think we're a lot more physical." Reigns does bring up an interesting point that finishers from the past like the dropkicks, superkicks, and the DDT are more commonly used nowadays, and added that he feels the dead man misspoke. "It's strange. I really feel like he misspoke, because Mark is a really good guy. He's very knowledgeable. Obviously, he has a ton of respect for the business, but he's talking about guns and knives in the locker room. Come on!" Clearly, the Universal Champion doesn't agree that today's wrestlers are any softer than what The Undertaker saw decades ago, and we imagine that Reigns will show how hard the current-day product is during this Sunday's Last Man Standing match with Kevin Owens. AEW news next, and basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal has confirmed that he will face Cody Rhodes. On this week's Dynamite, Rhodes responded to Shaq's initial challenge, saying he and Red Velvet were ready to face Shaq and Jade Cargill, and O'Neal replied on Inside the NBA, saying, "Name the place. I'm gonna wrestle him. It's done. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wrestle Cody Rhodes. Me and Jade are gonna wrestle Cody in Red Pumpkin Pie." Later referring to the former TNT champion as Cupcake Cody, Shaq is full of confidence ahead of this match, which we now know will happen. With a match this big, it's likely fans will have to wait until AEW Revolution on March 7th to see who walks away with the win. Now, one positive of the Mysterios vs. Murphy story wrapping up is that the spotlight is once again back on Dominic Mysterio as opposed to his sister, but this doesn't mean things are working out for the young superstar. This week, Dominic once again faced King Corbin, and even though he attacked him before the match, that didn't stop Corbin from beating the 24-year-old clean with the end of days. We're hoping that this leads to some kind of story for Dominic because right now, all fans are seeing is that he can't win, either fairly or by using underhanded tactics. Though his father Rey Mysterio keeps trying to bring him down a peg or two, Dominic's stubbornness is costing him his own matches, and hopefully all these losses are building towards something for the young superstar, though we have our doubts. More SmackDown news next as Shinsuke Nakamura turned face recently, but we're admittedly confused about what's happening with the King of Strong Style. After his gauntlet match performance, fans expected something big for him, which turned out to be nothing, though his face turn means his partnership with Cesaro quietly ended. On this week's SmackDown, the two did have a moment where they went face-to-face, but they didn't fight each other, instead being part of a messy six-man tag to end the show. When the promised main event of Daniel Bryan vs. AJ Styles went to a no contest because of outside interference, the match became Bryan, Nakamura, and Big E facing Styles, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn. From there, more names would be added to the match, including The Miz, John Morrison, Otis, and Sheamus, in what was a clustered way to end the show. At this stage, Nakamura's babyface turn is more than official, but we have to question the chaotic nature of the main event, and unless something big happens, we expect the former NXT champion to slide down the card. Now, WWE loves signing second and third generation superstars, and this week, the company expanded its roster of multi-generational talent. This week, NXT UK signed Bailey Matthews to a contract with the company, and fans will know his father, NXT General Manager William Regal. Other names signed at the same time include Tony Gill and Miko Satomura, and whilst having his dad in the company might have got Matthews' foot in the door, he'll have to prove he belongs with his own work in the ring. John Cena news next, as the 16-time WWE World Champion has a lot of pull backstage, but not everything goes his way. During his podcast, Arn Anderson, who served as Cena's producer for years, spoke about a time when he ran some names by Cena as the company was looking to expand their roster. When AA mentioned several big names from Impact Wrestling, including Robert Roode, James Storm, and AJ Styles, Cena was strongly opposed to bringing any of them on board. Arn said, "He looked me right in the eye, and at this time John had 100% stroke power. It was his call on everything that had to do with him. He said, 'Why would we want those guys? We make our own stars.'" Anderson went on to describe Styles as the kind of talent who comes around once every 20 years, and WWE ultimately went against Cena and signed all three men. Storm, Roode, and Styles did all eventually join WWE and go on to have different levels of success in the company, and were pleased that Big Match John was overruled on this occasion. More from SmackDown, as Chelsea Green hasn't been seen since her SmackDown debut a few months back, where she suffered a broken wrist. Now though, Green is on the verge of returning, as Fightful are noting that she'll be cleared to return to the ring any day now. Green has been spotted at the Performance Center in recent weeks preparing for a return, and has also been seen at Robert Stone's gym alongside Impact's Deonna Purrazzo and AEW's Britt Baker. She was originally booked to win her SmackDown debut, a fatal four-way that would have seen her earn a spot on SmackDown's Women's Survivor Series team, but plans changed mid-match due to the injury. It's always possible that Green could return this Sunday for the Women's Rumble match, but with Fightful's report noting she's not yet cleared to return but will be soon, we'll have to see if that happens. Now, we recently commented on how it doesn't make sense that WWE is giving away some of their big Rumble surprises, and it sounds like someone in the company was listening. Earlier this month, WWE promised to announce the number 1 and number 2 entrants in both Rumble matches, as well as the number 30 entrant in the Men's Rumble match on WWE Backstage, but those plans have clearly changed. When WWE brought up Backstage during this week's SmackDown, they didn't reference the number 30 spot in the Men's Rumble, as it seems the company have scrapped plans for this reveal. With that said, the new plan is for them to announce the number 30 entrant in the Women's Rumble match, which will be decided during WWE Backstage. During the show, tag team partners Natalya and Tamina will face off, with the winner getting the coveted number 30 spot in the Women's Rumble match. It's possible that WWE changed their plans after fan backlash online, and though we'll soon know who will be the last woman in the Women's Rumble match, fans will have to wait until Sunday to see the man who drew number 30. Over to NXT next, and we're sending a red, white, and blue congratulations to Wade Barrett, who has officially become a U.S. citizen. On Twitter, the NXT commentator spoke about this achievement, saying it's taken him 13 and a half years of living in the U.S., and thanks the country for embracing this Englishman. On Instagram, the former Intercontinental Champion added more to his sentiment, saying, "This is a wonderful country. Every day is an adventure, and I count myself as being very fortunate to live here." Born in Penwortham, England, Barrett moved to the US in the summer of 2007, and we're pleased to see some good news for the former leader of the Nexus. And we're ending today with Sasha Banks, who is said to be made into an action figure, though not one from WWE. During Hasbro's recent Star Wars Fan First Friday livestream, it was announced that Banks' character from The Mandalorian, Koska Reeves, will be made into a 6-inch figure as part of an upcoming line. There were no designs revealed for Banks' new figure, though they did announce it'll be released in 2021, and this non-WWE figure of an active WWE superstar could become quite the collector's item when it's eventually on sale.